What's up everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Kevin.
I'm Leah.
We thought we'd make this video to announce to our family and friends and anybody else watching that we're going to be hiking the Appalachian Trail starting March 5th, 2022.
For anybody that doesn't know anything about the Appalachian Trail, it is a 2,193 mile trail. It goes through 14 different states. We will be starting at the southernmost point, which is Springer Mountain in Georgia, and we'll be heading northbound, or NOBO as the hikers say, until we get to Mount Katahdin, which is in Maine. A couple of misconceptions that we get when we tell our family or our friends that we're going to be hiking the AT is that we're going to be staying in an RV the whole time.
Which is not true. We're actually going to be living out of our backpacks and staying in our tent for the 2,193 miles. Other misconceptions are food. Like, are you going to be hunting and fishing for your food?
Which, no, we won't be. We will be carrying our food. Normally we carry about 3 to 5 days worth of food in a food bag, and we resupply pretty frequently in towns along the way.
And a gun. So guns don't typically work with the Appalachian Trail. There's a lot of state laws, national park rules, stuff like that. They make hikers uneasy. The weight, it's just unnecessary weight when you're hiking 2,000 plus miles. But if there's an emergency or anything, we'll have our knives on us, and we'll also have an emergency GPS. It's just a quick click of the button and it notifies local authorities of our exact location if we need help.
And another question we get is, what about bears? What's with you and
She always is afraid of bears, but it's whatever. The Appalachian Trail has black bears, not grizzly bears, so those bears are typically more afraid of humans than humans are afraid of them. So if you see the bears, you just make a lot of noise. Typically they run away. If you see a cub without the mom, you just want to be a little more vigilant. Try to find out where the mom is, because that's where the mom gets to be super protective. Or food. You usually cook your food away from your tent, and then you put it in a bag, and then you throw it up into a tree, and you hang it out of the reach of the bear. That way bears don't start associating food with humans, and generally we just want to keep the bears safe and not have to have the park rangers come in and remove them or do worse things.
So why are we hiking the Appalachian Trail? So ever since we were younger, we used to hike through the bluffs in our hometown ever since we were teenagers. So hiking has just been something that we've really enjoyed to do pretty much our whole lives.
Yeah, and then we moved to Hawaii, and we did a lot of hiking in the mountains on the islands. And then moving to the Pacific Northwest, we started backpacking, and it just evolved more from there. So I'd say for the past 7 or 8 years, we've been ready and get this started.
A couple of reasons that are allowing us to hike the Appalachian Trail at this time. Both of our children are grown and moved out in college.
And I'm retiring in February. I did 20 years active duty, 10 years in the Navy as a submariner, and then 10 years in the Army as a helicopter pilot. So we're pretty excited to close this chapter of our lives and open up the new one. So we're getting things ready here. Going to be selling the house, listing it soon. We want to make sure that we have no worries on the trail. That's what everybody hits the trails for. Clear mind, everything. So we want to make sure everything in the rear is good to go, and we're no worries, no concerns.
So the main purpose for starting this channel is because we want to keep our children, our family, friends, anybody really kind of informed just on what we're doing, how life is on the trail, like how things are going. And then also besides the Appalachian Trail, we plan to hike the Pacific Crest Trail and also the Continental Divide Trail. So we will be going for our Triple Crown.
Which is something we've been planning forever. In between the major hikes, we're still going to be doing short hikes that we're still going to be posting videos and stuff for. So we're going to try to keep the content going as much as we can. On the Appalachian Trail, we're hoping to release videos 2 to 3 times a week, just depending on the data rates in town and stuff like that. In about a week or so, we'll do a gear breakdown for what's in our bag, show friends and family and everything what we'll be carrying and like how much our bags weigh and stuff like that. And then also like our drive down to Georgia as we're moving everything.
So we really want to thank our family who has supported us through this whole time that we've been planning to get this journey started. We also want to thank anybody who watched this video. If you happen to like it, you could give us a thumbs up. Also, if you are interested in any of our other videos or things that we're going to do in the future, you could subscribe and we would really appreciate it.
Yeah, we're new to this whole vlogging thing, so if anybody has any tips, comments, anything that they can add, just please comment below. Other than that, we'll be excited to see you out there and have you guys follow us. Thanks.
Bye.